Okay, welcome everyone to the next box video. I just finished the first one, and yeah, like I told in the previous one, the biggest changes I made were to the slaughters, because we lost to Jason Minesculptor decks 3 times in a row. Like basically we lost everything. We lost every game we lost to Jason Minesculptor decks. This is not a great hand. Like it has a bit too much. It has a bit too much land, but like yeah, it has some place to start the game. So this is something strange. It looks like a black-white box deck. Maybe I shouldn't have played Factory, because now I can't play Sinkhole into Innocent Blood here. That's a small mistake. And like, oh, or I could have played Sinkhole into Wasteland, which would have been even better, I think. I don't care enough about the Bloodghasts to kill it yet. Yeah, especially like you can still draw some fetch lands. Bloodghast will be really problematic for us to deal with, I think. Like we have no way of stopping him from top decking lands. Dark Ritual into Tombstalker? Okay. At least now we can use a Deluge to killing them both. 5. Tombstalker. And Curse Scroll is partially an answer to Bloodghast. I mean, we'll have to keep killing it, and he will have to keep returning it. Nether Void seems really bad here, right? So attacking with Mishra's Factory deals 2, and using Curse Scroll deals 2 with Nether Void in hand. So there is no reason to attack. This deck probably also plays stuff like Lingering Souls. Oh yeah, they even have Fatal Push. That's another reason not to... Another reason not to attack with Mishra's Factory yet. I think Vindicate is the biggest problem here. Like, if they find a land, they can kill the Curse Scroll. Do I attack into the Fatal Push? Nah, there's no reason to. This would just be like a discard spell for his Fatal Push. I think I can wait with attacking until he's tapped out for something. Nether Void. Yeah, Lingering Souls, podcasts. This deck just has everything my deck does not want to face. So I do want to attack here because he's tapped out. I certainly don't mind taking out 2 tokens here. And upkeep, I can take his black mana. Because like he may, if it like it can help him cast Doomstalker or Lilianas or stuff like that. Nether Void. Yeah, now I don't want to kill the Bloodghast with the Curse Scroll because my clock is faster. And it will always come back with haste, so whenever he top decks a land... Actually, I need 3 turns to kill him, and he needs only 2 turns to kill me. So I may need to reconsider at some point. That's funny. At least I will make sure to hit with my Curse Scroll next turn. And because it can get hastes, I can't... see, I have 6 mana, so I can both use this. Killing a creature doesn't help me, like he takes a spirit token. Actually, I'm still gonna make him exile a creature, yeah. Sure, he loses a spirit token and it doesn't help my clock, but taking something from his hand won't help my clock either, right? Okay, he did find a land. Oh, I think he has to Vindicate, otherwise he wouldn't fetch or he was dead. Okay, that is unfortunate. I wish I still had the... I used to run like a Grafdigger's Cage. Seems really good. Let's see, these seem fine. Needle, I'm not sure. Like if I name Liliana, I have Lilianas as well. Definitely want Surgicals. Definitely want all of these. Okay, Damnation is just a maybe. Nether Void is bad against Bloodghast and stuff. Trinisphere is bad. Smallpox is probably not great either, because he runs... yeah, like he can discard his Lingering Souls and his Bloodghast, so he gets more value from them than me. What else? Innocent Blood, not the greatest. At least Fatal Push, I can choose which one, and like I can instant speed take Mishra's Factory. And I don't know, maybe Thoughtseize. Maybe, yeah, maybe I want one more way to deal with creatures and one less bad top deck in a discard spell. Would you like to play first? Yes. This hand seems reasonable. Dark Confidant is a gas here. I could Dark Ritual him to Turek, take my Confidant. But I think I need to take the Smallpox, because that will kill my Dark Confidant for sure. And him to Turek isn't a guaranteed hit. Swamp, Dark Ritual, him to Turek. Do not take my Confidant. Nice. He does have a Wasteland, so I think I'm not committing my factory yet. Catacombs. Probably playing Bloodghast. Oh, that's a really good top deck. Opponent. Discard my Wasteland. He discarded his Bloodghast, I assume. Yeah. Yeah, he drew exactly the card he needed at exactly the right time. I can't block here yet because to pump this into a 3/3, it can't have Summoning Sickness. Okay. Like, because you make this into like, it's a land, so it doesn't have Summoning Sickness, but after you animate it, it becomes a creature, and you can't use the tap ability anymore, because then suddenly it does have Summoning Sickness. Yeah, I do need a Surgical Extraction at some point here. Okay, that's part 1. Now we also need something to kill his Bloodghast with. Oh, I think I should have kept the Urborg, like in case he plays a Smallpox. And then I need to discard something before I'm able to Surgical his Bloodghasts. And that was a mistake. I need to keep one card in hand. Did I board the Pithing Needles? Yeah, okay. Because otherwise I'm going to lose to the Curse Scroll. Of course, if he draws another land, if he waited until his turn and he would have drawn another land, he could have had a double. He could have had a double trigger, and I wouldn't have been able to Surgical it. So now we need to draw a Pithing Needle for Curse Scroll. He can actually kill this before it gets anything. Like he can end of turn, deal 2, untap, deal 2. Because he has a Dark Ritual, so he can make sure he has only one card in hand for the Curse Scroll. I think I'm just trying to return a creature here. Like their confidence is bad if you're at 9 life, or like at 7 life virtually. It's better than nothing. Oh, he has Deluge. So my confidence is not gonna live very long. Okay. He's probably never gonna live at all. Like I could have singled the swamp, but I already used 3 wastelands. So I think I'm very unlikely to be able to waste it anyway. And my opponent is back on the Cursed Scroll plan. At least the positive thing here is that at least some Pox deck will win the game. Like Pox will be victorious in the end. It's probably the wrong color of Pox. And I've personally played this deck myself, but I just wasn't very impressed. I think on average I won like only 30% of my games. Come on, Pithing Needle. Actually, by exiling something from his hand, I'm making his Cursed Scroll better. So I think I want to wait until he casts like a Tombstalker or something. Reveals Fatal Push and misses. If he draws 1 more mana, he will be able to... Oh yeah, he him to Turek away a Wretched Bomb. That's really unfortunate. And with 1 more mana, he can actually activate both Curse Scrolls. That's, yeah, then he's very likely to cash in at least one. Lingering Souls, yeah, not likely to beat that. We already milled 1 Toxic Deluge, so... Did board in Damnation, right? Yeah, I did. So basically, if he has 1 Curse Scroll hit, we die. And he should have Curse Scroll hit, because he can just push 1 of his own tokens, and then we die. Okay. It was not a good start for this video, clearly. Can he die roll on the play first? Yes. No black mana, mulligan. No black mana. I guess a mulligan. I guess we have to keep this. It's underwhelming. Basic swamps are very popular today in this league. Liliana Death's Majesty. He's unmasking himself, exiling. Oh, Griselbrand, reanimate Griselbrand? Seems like something good. Like Liliana Death's Majesty, what does it do? Create zombies and reanimates. Lake of the Dead means he's probably on the Grave Titan Dark Depths plan. Like it has both Hexmage Depths, like hardcast Grave Titan and Reanimate Griselbrand as its package. Like I considered conceding here, because he's gonna draw 7 more cards next turn, but at least we have a removal spell next turn. Yeah, like he did not bin anything with the Griselbrand, so he can't reanimate the second creature yet. And as long as he does not have a Thoughtseize for a Doomfall, like this gets exiled, so that's a lot better than killing it. Because like it can't be reanimated again. And Doom for Iona? Oh yeah, Iona on black would be game over. He could draw 7 into a Lotus Petal, for example. For a Lotus Petal for a reanimation spell. Well, like even if we kill this Griselbrand, he probably has found another reanimation spell and he puts this on black. Seems very likely. Maybe I shouldn't have shown which deck I was, because now he's just gonna go next game, turn 1 Iona on black if possible. Like that's gonna be his prime target. We have nothing to beat that. I'm gonna be bringing in Needle for Griselbrand to the Slaughters. Is it targeting me? Yeah, sure. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna bring in Dark Confidence, Chain of Mephistopheles, Dark Rituals, Surgicals to the Slaughter, and Pithing Needles. So yeah, basically everything except 2. I'm like removing all the high costed cards like Toxic Deluge. Smallpox would be nice here, because then he would have to sacrifice his land, and he would need like a 1 mana reanimate instead of a 2 mana one. So let's see, we brought in everything except, like they could put in Pithing Needle against Liliana or something, but I think that's not worth boarding against. All of these seem reasonable. Confident means I'm not so big on Tombstalker-like cards. Sinkhole is a bit slow, Fatal Push hits nothing. Like Toxic Deluge could be okay, or like even Damnation, because they do run Grave Titan, which is good against our deck. Like Liliana at Last Hope does nothing. I think I can afford to cut Curse Scroll, because it doesn't kill creatures, it only deals damage. And Nether Void, like they only need to resolve like 1 mana. Like most of their spells are 1 or 2 mana. So that's not the best either. I think a Singletron Trinisphere to randomly get them could be good. Not all of them. And I suppose I can cut a single basic swamp. Maybe I cut a second Tombstalker. And yeah, Damnation seems better than the second Deluge. Because otherwise I have to pay like 7 or 8 life to kill something big. Like even to kill a Grave Titan, I would need like to pay 6 life. So what was I gonna do here? I was gonna do something while we were waiting. Yeah, I probably wanted to upload my other videos to Twitch and YouTube, but I think I can wait until we are in the queue. Turn 1, Thoughtseize double extraction. Seems like a legitimate start. What do they have? Nixilis, like, we're probably unlikely to ever beat that. Dark Ritual gives them the most broken start. They can still like Thoughtseize themselves to get Grave Titan in the beam, but they can't take both Surgicals from my hand. So I think they only have one reanimation spell as well. I think I still take Thoughtseize. Because they can Thoughtseize themselves for value, or they can Thoughtseize me for value. Like, now they don't have an Entomb effect yet, right? Yeah. So their Animate Dead is blanked for now. Because if they Thoughtseize me and take Dark Confidant, I really don't have a lot of things going on. They could even Animate Dead my Dark Confidant. If they draw a land, they can actually play Ob Nixilis. It's really something I should have thought about. Ob Nixilis kills my Dark Confidant and draws them additional cards. Please no land. Okay, they do have the land there. See, Ob Nixilis goes down to 2, so at least my Mishra's Factories can kill it if he casts it. He draws a card. If I draw a land, I can attack it for 6 here. I think that's my best option. Maybe my best out to this game state. Did not draw. Means I definitely want to Thoughtseize my opponent. Like I can deal 1 extra damage with take an Animated. At least they can't kill my Confidant anymore because it's a -3 ability. I'll kill the Obnixilis next turn. Draw a card, lose a life, sure. I hope they unmask themselves to ditch the Grave Titan. Then Animate did it. Then they have only one card in hand, and I have Surgical away their Grave Titan. I hope they unmask pitching the 5th unknown card. Then I can Surgical away the Grave Titan in their hand. No, they are actually unmasking me. Fair enough. Good thing I have 2 Surgicals. If I did not have 2 Surgicals, I would have taken Grave Titan last turn and Surgicaled it. Now I can afford to wait. Unmask did exile one of the Grey Titans, okay. Taking Innocent Blood, okay. Is he gonna hardcast Grave Titan this turn? Like some ritual effect? Or Black Sun Scene it for 1. Tombstalker, okay. Again, that's a reasonable card. And I can't kill Obnixilis now, even if I draw a land, because I need to Liliana here. Or I could smallpox, but I lose my confidence, and I can only attack for 2 as well. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, I used to play this one in Pox as well, just against all the Jace Mind Sculptor decks. This also draws you a card and kills their creatures, so it could be a good sideboard card against Jace decks. Except they will always like have a force of will by the time you ever find this guy. Targeting me, sure. Discard Urborg, because we have plenty of that. He discards Animate Dead. Let's see, potentially I want to smallpox into Surgical, just to prevent him from having the mana to hardcast. I think that's actually not necessary. Like if he hardcasts this, he gets 3 bodies. End of turn I can do the slaughter, then I can untap Liliana and smallpox. I think I'm just gonna go for his life total here. I'm not gonna end of turn it to the slaughter, by the way. I'm just gonna assume he's not gonna get it into play here. And next turn he's dead. Unless he manages to get the Grave Titan into play. And this is the reason to play the Dark Confidant in these kind of matchups. Like, it's a turn 2 thing that can start pressuring their, like, I don't know, their life total. Usually they don't play the Planeswalker. And then, what did I want to say? Yeah, but it also keeps drawing. Like, I really needed to draw into lands, and it helped me dig deeper into the lands to cast like Liliana and stuff. So I think on the draw, maybe Trinisphere is not so great, because they seem to be hard casting. They seem to be hard casting Tombstalkers and stuff, which Trinisphere does nothing against. None of these, like Curse Scroll can pressure a Planeswalker. I guess I could see Tombstalker. No, I was kind of. I think I just put back in my mana here. Like, I was almost short on a black mana there. While we wait, I need to turn up the heat a bit. It's getting cold weather. This hand, no, it does not have black mana. Nor, like if this had a surgical, I might have kept it, but yeah, this I really don't like it. But at least it has a Pithing Needle for a Griselbrand or something. Or like if they don't have something turn 1, at least I can like Inquisition them. This does, I think it's a bit too slow here. Like, I want to draw other stuff. Gonna start with Needle on Griselbrand. Because if I lose, it's probably because they draw 7 cards. Like, if they play creature, I can still try to Liliana or Inquis. Oh, if he's going for Entomb, for what's she called? Iona for black. Yeah, then we are kind of dead. Grave Titan. If he had put Iona on black, I would have lost. I mean, I'm still unlikely to beat the Grave Titan, right? Yeah, because I. I guess I can start with Inquisition to see what's going on. But yeah, these are a bit too slow. Like, I can Liliana here. Dark Petition, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I do have to play some sort of sacrifice effect here, but he's gonna keep making tokens, so it's just gonna save me some time to find like Toxic Deluge or Damnation, but it's not gonna do anything permanent here. Like, he attacks for 8, probably the zombie on Liliana. But then like he gets 2 more tokens, he attacks for 12. So he actually kills in 2 hits if he does not attack the Liliana. So we need to draw land, damnation, or just stop the toxic deluge. Maybe because of Grave Titan I should have kept all 3 board wipes in. I think it would have been safer. So we need him to attack Liliana with a token, because that gives us 1 extra turn, because otherwise he attacks for 8 and 12 and that's 20 total. Well, now it's only 18 like altogether. And surgical, as always, a little bit too late. But we're going down to 2 life now, and yeah, I actually wanted to Rishal and port him, but I forgot to put upkeep stop. But it doesn't matter, Grave Titan is a boss. Our deck is not able to deal with very efficiently. Let's suicide ourselves. Draw a card, Damnation. Nope. 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 Okay. Maybe I should have mulliganed it. Like it didn't have anything to stop the Grave Titan angle of attack. GPA. Usually play something like Show and Tell, I think. I think I've seen him on... Actually no, recently I've seen him on 4-color control. Like this is okay against Show and Tell. Like the Fatal Push is not so great. This is reasonable against combo decks. Delver, okay. I think I can wait with pushing it. I think I want to Thoughtseize first, Inquisition first, to see if he has something like Young Pyromancer, because that's a lot more problematic. And it also makes it more likely to resolve the Fatal Push next turn. Deluge is actually not bad. I'm still gonna start with Thoughtseize. Oh, I think I want to take an Angler here. Because that's hard to Deluge and hard to Fatal Push. The true name I can still deluge away easily. Volcanic, sure. Let's push this guy off a cliff and then upkeep screw a bit with his mana. Oh, I have Urborg, like I should have taken his Volcanic. That's a big mistake. I think I want to keep the Doomfall for when he actually has a creature in play. Like now I can take Fork Bolt or True Name, but I can also take True Name when it's on the battlefield, so not much changes there. And this way I can slow down the game a lot more by keeping his mana tapped first, giving me more chances to draw answers to, like, if I take the True Name now, I tap out and I give him more mana. So then, yeah, like the game goes faster, and I'm fine with the game slowing down a bit. Like, I don't have any win conditions anymore yet either, anyway. True Name, sure. So this is good against young Pyromancers. I want to keep this as long as possible. Innocent Blood is also good against Gurmag Angler, but so is Doomfall. Let's say I Innocent Blood, then I have Wasteland and Rishalan Port up. Or I can actually even still... No, actually I think I want to Doomfall here and take something from his hand. Then I still have Wasteland up. See, these skills are Tombstalker. This only deals with Liliana, but Force of Will, like if he ever draws a blue card, it will stop our, I don't know, Liliana or something big that we really need to resolve. Nether Void seems reasonable, except he only needs like to resolve a 1-mana creature to win the game. So if he draws exactly a creature next turn, I think we lose our own Nether Void. But once we can start porting him, we might be fine. Yeah, now we have Innocent Blood, so we can deal with the creature there. Liliana will cost 6, no, so we need a bit more land. And next turn we can cast Liliana of a double Urborg. I think I want to do that instead of porting. Actually, he could cast Force of Will here. So I think I want to... I think I want to check the ghost first. He does have a Delver of Secrets, which he can't cast yet. Fork Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt deals with Liliana the best. Ponder fixes his stuff. Like, I think I'm fine with him having a Delver. I'm not fine with him killing Liliana. Like even like a 4-mana Ponder is fine with me. I'll let him untap with 4 mana here, just so he has something to sacrifice to my Liliana. No, to my Innocent Blood I mean, because the Liliana needs to plus to survive the Fork Bolt. Playstyle of Secrets, sure. So I play Innocent Blood. 1, 2, 3. I think Wasteland does the same here as Rishadan Port, but it will make my Liliana easier to cast. Like he could play an instant there, for example with like a Brainstorm, which would have been the only difference. But let's see. I think I want to have a Wasteland for something. No, I think I keep the Urborg around here. Might be useful to discard to my other Liliana. Kill a Delver. And this one does not die to Fork Bolt because it pluses. So that's definitely the stronger play here. This guy could turn out to be really annoying, right? Like, I'm thinking whether I want to kill this or not. I could try to dig for a Tombstalker here, and then just Toxic Deluge this guy. Or I could just make it smaller, so it can't attack Liliana, and then it can make some mana. But he will have, like, after, like, Wasteland Port, he will have 4 mana. He will be able to Ponder, and I will... That's tricky. Actually, I don't want to minus this here. I'm definitely going to start with plussing on the Deathrite. I think I'm fine with him having the Deathrite mana for 1 turn. Like if he overcommits into another creature, like a True Name or something, the Deluge will be a lot better. Actually, he can't commit into anything. Wait, I have to rethink this. He will have 4 mana, he will Ponder, but he won't play anything. Actually, yeah, I think I'm totally fine with him. Pondering. I don't want to waste a really good card just as a 1-for-1. And place Ponder. Maybe I should waste a tapped fetch land so he has less cards to get, like to shuffle his library or to get red mana. Let's see, I want to tap his Underground Sea still. Like, most important I think is to get this to ultimate. Like as soon as this ultimates, he loses the game. Now he will have he will be able to play like 1 more creature if he wants to. If he only uses this to deal damage, then I'm fine with it. Exile Doomfall, sure. Now I think he's probably gonna Fork Bolt my Liliana. Which is also fine. Like it will buy him 2 turns. Trinisphere seems funny. So 1, 2, 3. Pay 1, 2, 3. Do I need to port him? Like he pays 3 mana and pays 3 extra. Yeah, I think playing Urborg and using Rishadan port makes it less likely for him to have something here. And if he has nothing, I think I want to kill the Deathrite this turn. Oh, actually no, I want to Sinkhole him. Maybe I should have taken the red source, but I think it doesn't really matter. Yeah, like he still has fetch lands. But yeah, oh, he already has 2 volcanics in his graveyard. This is also fine the days. Like, he didn't really achieve a whole lot. Like, he saved his land, but he's still gonna lose to Liliana ultimate if he doesn't find a bolt. And the bolt is gonna cost him 6 mana. And then he's still... Then 3 turns later he still needs to bolt her. True Name Nemesis is fine. Creating an emblem. And let's see, Deluge for 2, and he can't counter because of... Yeah, because of Trinisphere and Nether Void, he can't even Force of Will this. So we want Damnation, probably to the Slaughter. I think on the draw I may like Dark Ritual, because we are already behind on... Like, we have 1 more card than them, because we start with 8 and they start with 7. But they will, if they go like turn 1 Delver, turn 2 yeah, Young Paramount or something, we really need to start throwing our hand onto the battlefield. So the Sinkholes are bad against Daze. Nether Void seems loose on the draw. And what else? Can cut 1 more. Yeah, maybe Trinisphere on the draw as well. Okay, they were really good this game, but I prefer them on the play and not against... I mean, against Delver, if you play the Nether Void on turn 4 and they daze it, that's just such a tempo loss. You spent 4 mana and they spent 0 mana, and you wasted your whole turn doing nothing and probably losing. So that's the reasoning of not wanting it against the daze decks. Mhm. Their opponent is not doing anything. Okay, Fatal Push and Toxic Deluge are good against them, so I'm gonna keep this. May not be enough. I give the Daze my... There you go, Delver. Daze my push. I think I'm just gonna start with wastelanding them here. Like, I'm not under pressure yet, so I just... They might randomly be mana screwed because they only play 18 lands. So first I want to try to punish them for being a Delver deck. And like this push can probably wait like a turn or something. Of course, if this flips now and goes to town, maybe screwed. I'm not gonna play the Fatal Push around. I'm not gonna play the Fatal Push around Daze, because I think this Toxic Deluge could be big here. So I want them to use their Daze as soon as possible. They did not have it, probably. Shannon Ports tap their black mana in upkeep. It's like the green is usually only a splash for Deathrite Shaman. So I really want to be stopping the black mana for... This is unlikely to resolve, I think, after he already brainstormed. Yeah, as I said, I think the Toxic Deluge is the most important card here. Like in case they drop a true name here. Or Gurmag Angler. So we need to realize that we are actually at 9 life here from the bolt. 9, so we pay 5, we go to 4. Okay, Dark Ritual makes us weaker to Flusterstorm, but it does work against Spell Pierce. Yeah, if this gets countered, we die, basically. Okay. It does get countered and we do die. Sometimes it's easy as that. So what do we want on the play? I mean, maybe Ratchet Bomb is not that bad. Like, it can kill Delver in 2 turns. I think on the play I'm less big on Dark Rituals. Maybe like Random Chain or a second Trinisphere could be valuable, more valuable on the play as well again. Yeah, I think on the play I don't want these Dark Rituals. Like we saw, it's basically a dead card in your deck. It could be doing something else instead. I would like to play first, yes. 1 mana hand is a clear mulligan. This kills like their 2 first creatures around days because I'm on the play. Even. And I want to keep this on top because they don't have basics. So basically, it's basically a better sinkhole. Next turn Trinisphere and then starting to use Rishadan Port seems nice, seems good. Like I could even play the Trinisphere around days by just playing Rishadan Port next turn. No, I think I can't port here because they will just use Wasteland on it. Yeah, if they daze this, that's fine, I guess. Okay, they do have the daze. At least it will slow them down a bit more. I think I will let them have the Rishadan Port here. Good luck having mana, opponent. May want to keep one land in hand actually, because sometimes, like if I draw another Liliana and I want to Smallpox first, I don't want to discard the Liliana, but I want to discard my Smallpox. Opponent, let's see what they have. Pyromancer, very annoying. If I Smallpox, I slow down their Pyromancer by 1 turn. Actually, they can't make a token immediately, right? Yeah. I think I take 1 Pyromancer and hope they play out the second one here. And do not have a probe on top. Ooh, they are going to wait until they can like Pyromancer Bolt. So I think I do smallpox here, right? Because like once I cast the Tombstalker, it's not gonna do a whole lot. I don't want to keep them off like true name mana and stuff. Opponent wants to float, sure. Discard a swamp, sacrifice a tapped swamp. Then go to second main. I think I still... he discarded a lightning bolt, okay. I think I still need to play around Daze, because there is one unknown card. So I need to keep as many types of cards in my graveyard as possible for to the slaughter. So there is lands, there is creatures, instants. There are not so many sorceries, I think, so I need to keep the sorceries in, if possible, and like the artifacts. And this will kill him in 3 turns, and this will not kill me in 3 turns, so... Ooh, opponent has an answer, does he? Brainstorm. That's fine. I hope he does not find Force and pitch True Name, because then if we don't have an answer for Pyromancer, we're in a miserable spot. Okay, some people just have it all. Okay, Desperation Brainstorm. If they find like a land and a Diabolic Edict, they might be able to recover, but I think other than Diabolic Edict, they don't have that many outs to a Tombstalker. I mean double bolt, but they can't do it this turn because they tap their Volcanic. And they concede they do not have the out. I'm gonna get myself a little snack, and I'll be back again in a minute or so. By the way, I hope you guys just skip ahead to the matches, right? If I'm ever taking a break. Like, I'm not expecting anyone to actually sit there for 2 minutes. Um, mm, like, this hand is a bit tricky because it doesn't have the second black, but I think I can't mulligan this. Mm. Like, or even if I have to wait like 5 minutes for a new pairing, I think like you can just see on YouTube. Um, you can just see on YouTube where the next game starts and wait for that. I took the Spell Snare because it's a hard counter to like everything my deck does, like Sinkhole, Smallpox. Maybe actually there are not that many. Yeah, only Sinkhole, Smallpox, but I have a Sinkhole in hand which I would like to resolve, so... Well, I have more mana denial than they have mana, I think, so... They force Pitching Stifle. Oh, maybe, I think it's Rug Delver. Okay, like a Canadian Threshold, as it's also known. Yeah, like I was thinking, Spell Snare decks usually don't play Daze, so I wasn't playing around Daze with the Sinkhole, but then now with the Tarmogoyf and like with the Stifle, I realized like yeah, like Rug Delver, also known as Canadian Threshold. It's a deck that usually does. Here I think I'm gonna lure them into wasting my Mishra's Factory. I mean, they can waste it, they really wanna get rid of all their mana. Sure. Oh yeah, I float the mana here. Just, I mean, it doesn't make sense to play around Daze, because if they Daze it, they save their own land anyway. Okay, that's not bad. Uh, Normally this is like Box's best matchup, but sadly I may die to this Mongoose. And I'm not playing Nether Void here because I will just lose to the Mongoose. I can't make the Mishra's Factory as a blocker as long as they have Wasteland. Trinisphere is a bit better. I think I want to waste their Wasteland. Because I will turn on my Mishra's Factory. Actually, I guess I start with Toxic Deluge. It's probably the last time I can cast it, and then I lose 2 double bolts, like top deck land and double bolt me. But if I let Nimble Mongoose attack one more time, I also die to double bolts. But then I have like Nether Void backup. Like I can try to block this guy. No, then I lose to a wasteland as well. Yeah, I think I'll play it like this. Then next turn Nether Void. If it resolves, it should win me the game. Like everything will cost 6. I don't even think they have this many lands anymore. Like they usually play 10 lands that produce mana. Like 4 wastelands, 3 drops, 3 volcanics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they have 4 more lands in their deck. So theoretically, they could draw all their lands and start playing 1 mana spells. This seems good. I mean, I'm just gonna board in everything that seems reasonable. Like just more board interaction and probably taking out some number of, like Cinco is bad against the days and spell snare and stuff, and we're on the draw. And I guess Thoughtseize, like I don't want to lose too much life in this matchup. Seems okay. I'm taking the spell snare here because it stops my smallpox. Like I actually thought about playing Dark Ritual into smallpox, like into Inquisition and smallpox. But then, like, if I had a Force of Will that I couldn't take, like, my smallpox would have been wasted. Nimble Mongoose, and they fetched with Scalding Tarn. So they have Stifle, Ponder, and Bolt, right? So I can push the Delver, and then the Mongoose will die to my smallpox. But I wonder if there's a reason to wait yet or not. Like, because I waste the mana, I waste the floating mana with by playing it now. No, I think I have to play it now. Because due to Ponder, they might be able to find a solution for my smallpox. Maybe they find like a Force of Will. And they discarded Stifle. Oh, yeah, okay. And they played the Bolt. Yeah, I discarded the Urborg because yeah, I have enough black mana with 2, and I don't want to get like wastelanded out of the game or something. I'm not gonna play around days here, I think. I want to be greedy a bit. Okay, I don't think he would ponder into a daze. It's pretty shuffled his library, so it doesn't even matter. Like, he has no control over it. Okay, we just proved why this is a good matchup for us. Maps on 125. Yes, I want to start. There are a lot of players on today that I've never seen before in Legacy. This guy has clearly been influenced by, what's his name? Jeff Hoogland. Like Jeff Hoogland has been playing a lot of Tron lately. Like I think maybe he didn't invent Legacy Tron, but he's definitely been making it more popular these days. Versus mine into Chromatic Star. This should be a good matchup for us. Like, you can just Wasteland and Sinkhole them and then surgical one of the Tron pieces. So they have a power plant. Yeah, our opponent indeed got it from watching Jeff Hoogland's stream. Here, Doomfall seems better than Liliana. So we really need to take this Karn in case he randomly top decks the last Tron piece. The next turn we can take Kozilek, because that draws him his cycles. Chromatic Star, sure. Let's see, Oblivion Stone, I don't really care, so I need to take the Kozilek. Hmm. Opponent has a whole lot of mana there. Did you already play Power Plant? Yeah, okay. Oblivion Stone. So if they're able to get Eye of Ugin here, we could be in trouble. So that's why I need Smallpox on an empty board here, just to keep him off as much mana as possible. But yeah, like he can still get it, and then he still has 7 mana to activate it. So yeah, this seems hard to beat. Probably getting Ulamog. I think Ulamog is 9, right? So they can cast it immediately. Otherwise, probably Wormcoil. Like if Ulamog is 10, they probably get Wormcoil, but I think Ulamog is only 9. Okay, probably it's see, the Ceaseless Hunger. Oh yeah, it's 10 mana. Okay. Oh, that's gross too. Okay. I don't think I can beat this. Like I could theoretically top deck a actually I don't have Delirium yet. Like I can't top deck a something like the To the Slaughter. Yeah, my opponent could restart the game with a Liliana in play. I think that's yeah. So I need surgicals, like I can kill one of their lands and then surgical it away. Probably Damnations against just like the big dudes. Wretched Bones, Big Needles, like all of these seem okay. Probably I don't want Dark Rituals, but Trinisphere does nothing against them. Fatal Push, not really either. Curse Scroll seems meh, like their Planeswalkers are too strong. Like, you can't really kill a Karn with a Curse Scroll, realistically. Don't think I want Dark Rituals. I'm not sure about Nether Void. I think it's not great here. Lost Hope is not so good. It can rebuy my confidence, but I'm boarding in the Chains of Mephistopheles because they have like all the 1 mana cantrips, like the Chromatic Spheres and stuff. Small box, maybe I can cut 1. Actually, no, they do really need their mana. Yeah, maybe Innocent Blood is not the way to go. I think I'll play it like this. This hand seems reasonable. Of course, like, we don't have that much mana disruption like we have for Shadowport, Port, but no Wasteland. Okay, Sylvan Scrying is the best card in our hand because it will fix their Tron pieces. Okay, I can still take the Karn with later Thoughtseize versus Tower. Damnation, not so great. I think I can wait with my Thoughtseize, and I just wanna tap their mana here, so they can't play another Sylvan Scrying. How much is Oblivion Stone? 3 mana, okay. If I don't Pithing Needle Oblivion Stone, they just blow up my needle on Karn. Maybe I can Needle Expedition Map. That seems reasonable. Needle Expedition Map and tap their... No, then I also need to Thoughtseize away their Expedition Map. Now I can either Needle their Oblivion Stone, but they're never gonna play Oblivion Stone if I upkeep port them, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna upkeep port them. Maybe I want to take their colored mana. No, they have a Bayou, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Damnation is not so great. Oh, actually, Ulamog is indestructible. Yeah, I put it in there against Wormcoil Engines and other types of that crap. Maybe I should have left in the Innocent Bloods there. See, they play the Bayou. Thoughtseize them again. Expedition Map is needled. Karn is gonna take a while. And Oblivion Stone is quite near. So I take Oblivion Stone. I think I attack here, because he can't have any top decks to make him play the Karn. So this one we want to animate. So, because the Damnation for the... If we make it to the last game, we definitely want back the Innocent Bloods instead of the Damnation. Like, Damnation, like Innocent Blood also kills their whatever it's called, Wormcoil Engine. I can attack for one more if I don't port them. Like, do they have anything that gives them 7 mana next turn? I think not. No, I think I attack. I think I need to deal as much damage as quickly as possible here. But as soon as they have another Tron land, I need to start porting again. Let's see, Relic, sure. Ancient Stirrings reveal. Probably a Tron land, and then I need to start porting again. Chromatic Sphere, sure. Keep tap Tron land. Versus power plant, plates, chromatic sphere. Triple Karn, okay. So tap, which one makes 3? This one adds 3 mana. Okay, so I tap the tower. Now I think even Karn next turn won't do it because he will be down at 1 life and he can only stop one Mishra's Factory with Karn. You would need like Pithing Needle top deck or something. Red's mana, okay, that's interesting. Maybe it's like Ancient Grudge for my Pithing Needle? No. Karn Liberated and Thought-Knot Seers. So on the draw, I may want some extra speed. I don't think so, but I'm just considering it. Probably don't want Damnations. So yeah, actually no, these games go quite long, so probably not Dark Ritual. Curse Scroll, Doomstalker. This is tricky. Oh, yeah, I need to cut one more. Correct? Yes. Maybe Toxic Deluge. I could see some merit to cutting Toxic Deluge here. I don't want to kill my own creatures. It's only like a reset button in case I'm really screwed. And probably if I'm really screwed and I need to pay a lot of life to kill creatures, I'm still gonna lose. So this will be the last game of this series, because we're 2-2 and this is the third game of the last one. So if we win this one, we cash, like we get back our entry fee, and if we lose, like the league is still finished as well. And if I win this, I will be like a 5-5 with the deck today, like 50% win rate. And if I lose, I will be like a 4-6. I will be like a 40% win rate only. Yeah, this one has a sinkhole. This has a sinkhole for one of his Tron lands, and then they can surgical it. So he will never have the combination that makes 7 mana. Of course, if both of these resolve. Ooh, I can actually wasteland him first. I think I wasteland him and then draw step surgical. No, actually not upkeep. Need to draw step surgical to have a slightly bigger chance of hitting a second one in his hand. card. Yeah, sorry for the distraction. I was just talking with my opponent there. Like, we decided to split, but we just want to play it out for fun. So, like, if I win this game, I'm probably gonna concede and split the prize support. Okay. That's not the worst. It's just destroy non-lands, right? Yeah. I might just surgical his... Actually, no, I'm first gonna smallpox here. And if he like discards a Karn or something, I may want to surgical his Karns, for example. Sacrifice a... I definitely don't want to... I think I just want to look at my opponent's hand. Like, I could see attacking here, but yeah, Wurmcoil is a card I do not want. I mean, I could actually just have exiled it after it's resolved, because he doesn't get tokens if I Doomfall it away. Graveyards are empty. Okay, Wasteland is turned off, so I use this for mana, start attacking. As soon as he reaches like 5 or 6 mana, I think I need to smallpox again. Just so he can't reach Wurmcoil mana. Okay, opponent needs to take a short break. Yeah, like this end of the video is maybe a bit less interesting because I'm talking less and I'm a bit distracted, so is my opponent. Ancient Stirrings. Okay, yeah, I could have surgical these. That could have been a good play as well. Takes a Pithing Needle. Oh, he can Needle Factory. That's really good. Is Urza's Mine. Sylvan's Crying. Okay. For another Bayou. Fair enough. It could actually... Let's see, I could actually smallpox, then hope he discards a Bayou and then surgical away all his Bayous. I think that's what I want to do. That's what a box player would do. Maybe he has only one left in his hand, but it looked almost like he had two of them. Oh yeah, I think he actually already played the second Bayou out of his hand. Sacrifice a Urborg. Oh, he discards Sylvan Scrying. And both of these are needled. He plays the Bayou. Is there any use to using Inquisition here? Let's find out. Nope. We really need to find the win conditions soon. Expedition map. Okay. At least my opponent already used their already got rid of their Eye of Ugin. Maybe I should have surgical these ancient stirrings. I can't imagine we're actually losing this. Like, oh, another ancient stirrings. If only I had surgical these, I would have been in an okay spot. Opponent reveals a Karn. All they need now is to draw a land. Wait, why are these revealed? Versus mine, forest. Oh yeah, maybe fetch them with... Okay, we can exile the Karn from his hand. That's something. Sure, it's a card that I don't care about. It's interesting to see my opponent does not use his Chromatic Sphere yet. Okay, and this is something good. Crap. I should just have... I didn't see my opponent was auto-yielding. I could just have... second main Inquisitioned him. Two, three. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, a bunch of mana. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes, 9 mana. This is 10. So if he draws another land, he can still smallpox and surgical it. But if he waits until he has 2 more lands, then yeah. Actually thought about surgicaling the Oblivion Stone. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah, we're not beating this Karn, probably. Like, even as Oblivion Stone for the Pithing Needle. So... Exiled Expedition map, sure. He's exiling. Ooh, Eugene. Okay. Yeah, next turn he can restart the game with Eugene the Spirit Dragon in play. That's... Yeah, I'm not gonna concede here. I mean, I wanna let my opponent do his thing for now. Yeah, we need like pithing. I would need like 2 Pithing Needles in 1 draw step. That's not gonna happen. Both for the Oblivion Stone and for the Karn. Okay, I should definitely have Surgical Oblivion Stone. Let's see. Yes, I want to keep this. Okay. So we already have the Pithing Needle for Eugene. But we are taking a lot of damage here, so we need to kill the Worm Coil as well somehow. Okay, he can actually blow it up next turn. Okay, we were close to cashing it, but we just kept drawing very badly for many turns in a row. So that's a pity, but such is the life of Box. Goodbye.